Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here on the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weekends are going awesome. It's still kind of raining here, so yeah. But you know what? I enjoy the rain, and I don't know if you enjoy the rain, but I do. It's kind of relaxing. So we did not have another video across 3,000 likes yet, although a couple from this past week are very, very close. So definitely go check those out if you want to support my channel. And the easiest way, just smash that like button, leave a comment down below. That's the best way to do it. So, and thank you very much for those of you who do it every single day here in the Mosh Pit. Here's your meme of the day. I gotta say that this one gets a very genuine smile and nod from me. Title of the thread was "Perseverance is Key." This one's sent in by Kurosaki Taicho, who said, "My girlfriend unlocked Keeper on her save file and has been running up quite the death streak. She seems to just play worse with him, but refuses to play anyone else until she wins a run." And then in parentheses, they also said, "Has only beaten mom a couple of times so far. Big ups to her for continuing. Don't let this game get to you, kids." And yeah, that is quite the death streak. But you know what? Keep us posted, Kurosaki, because I want to know if she actually ends up getting a win. So I expect to see an update and tell her that Invicta said keep on at it, because it's when you get that win, it just makes it that all those losses makes the win that much sweeter. So thank you very much for sharing that one, and good luck to your girlfriend. Say, oh boy, seed day is going to be Juliet Papa Zulu X-Ray Whiskey 0 Romeo 4. We've got Spin Dizzle, Spin Down Die, along with horrible tier. Well, our tears rate is not horrible, but our movement speed is. And yeah, that's Fortune Cookie, all right. Soul Heart? No, of course not. So Fortune Cookie would turn into Sulfur, which we should use now, just because it gives us it takes us to Leviathan, and we're probably going to get another charge on Spin Down before this run really gets started. But obviously, starting with Spin Down Die is a fantastic start, just because of the fact that it allows us to have opportunities where we normally wouldn't have any opportunity to get, like Sulfur early on, for example, or if we get like something crazy like Sacred Heart and stuff like that, or even Brimstone. Spin Down Die is your window to opportunity. Now we're also starting off with Multi-Dimensional Baby, which you know, I mean, MDB is good. There's nothing really that I can say that's negative about it, other than it does sort of contribute towards the conjoined transformation. But Multi-Dimensional Baby will at least give you extra damage, right? Unlike some other ones that just kind of like fall short, or they just don't really do a lot of damage. Multi-Dimensional Baby at least can help you out with your DPS, and will always be additive, never ever subtractive of that. And of course, Spin Down Die, if you don't know what it does, is a spacebar item that you unlock very late on in your unlock journey. I don't remember how to do so don't ask me. But whenever you do get it and use it, it will take the item ID and roll it down. So it's one of those items where, like, I've always advocated that, and it's one of the strongest advocation items that I'm like, hey, external information needs to be in the game. They just need to add it already. For the sole reason that you can't, if you don't have the mod, you cannot plan your full charges around what Spin Down Die does, unless you like literally have the key items. I cannot imagine there exists anyone in the world that has all of the item IDs memorized, and then you know what Spin Down Die is going to turn them into. I refuse to believe that. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying I find it highly unlikely. And the reason why being able to predict, hey, like, we don't necessarily need to know what's next in Spin Down Die, but we need to know the next 2 Spin Down Die targets, is because that way you can plan out those full charges so you can get the most out of an item that is very rare to have, but very fun to use. So once again, we're starting off with Champion Limehorn, this time the orange one. I believe yesterday we started off with the black Limehorn. And the orange one is definitely the most dangerous, because he can throw out those flaming bombs that will also deal contact damage. So you have to have the shot speed and the tears rate to be able to keep up with that. And luckily we do here. We just got to be, I mean, there's lots of fire everywhere, so we got to be a little bit careful. Okay, so this is going to turn into a range upgrade. So yeah, that's just a big old whatever. For Spin Dizzle, we could go check to see what's inside of the curse room. I don't remember what Sulfur, I've already forgotten what Sulfur turns into. I think it turns into the Golden Razor Blade, which is fine because that gives us 5 cents. Secret room should be north of here, but we don't have a bomb, so it doesn't really matter. And we also don't have enough to buy a premium item in the store, so that's also not going to matter. But I think that with us having Yeah, just any opportunity. That's what Spin Down Die is really good at. It's about giving yourself opportunity. It is the best way to put together a solid run without really needing super crazy items that you can build off of. And having the ability to do that just out of nowhere is creating that value we like to talk about over and over again, where you're creating value out of nothing. Stuff that is not necessarily going to help you out immediately, but stuff that is going to sort of build the foundation of a solid run. I kind of want to use... We could start off next floor with a full charge, and I think that's not a bad idea with Spin Down Die. So that way we can immediately have an impact. It might seem a little bit wasteful because obviously we're giving up the opportunity to possibly get a premium item in the second floor shop. But given the fact that we've got Spin Down Die, I think that this is a good opportunity to start off really sprinting here. And we also have that Soul Heart that we left in the boss room too, so it's not a great start, but it's not a terrible start either. It's a spin down start, and that's what we like. We go on to last week's question of the episode. This one came in from World of Brimstone, which is a very, very fun cover that I asked Alex to do. I basically said, hey, make Earth, but make it like all bloody and red and brimstone like. And he was like, C. And I was like, C. And then we just had it done. So this one was sent in by Isaac. I don't know how to say this the second part of the name. It's either gonna be Missic or Mick. It's like Mikic, or it's M-I-C-I-C. So however you want to pronounce that, it's fine. I think it's Missic. But Isaac Missic, who said, a question of the episode, if you could add a special room, a different special room, what would you add? So I don't know exactly what you mean by special rooms, but I'm going to assume that you mean stuff like, say, the challenge rooms, the sack room shuffle rooms, or curse rooms and stuff like that. And you all know that your boy's big into gambling. I like being able to take my terrible luck and try to turn it into something good. And I think it would be very cool to have some type of angel and devil room spawn that is completely independent of the devil deal chances. Like, I would love to see it's a risk. Remember, this is going to be a risk. So I would like to see rooms that cost HP upgrades to enter, right? It's either going to be like a tier 1, 2, or 3 type room. And depending on like the art of like the doorway or the archway or anything like that, that is going to determine like the level of rarity that you could possibly get in terms of the power of the items, like, you know, all the way up to quality 4 items and stuff like that. And on top of that, you don't know you don't know if it's going to be angel room, you don't know if it's going to be a devil room. You just don't know. I think it would be very cool in that sense that you're always going to be guaranteed an item, right? But you don't know which item it's going to be. So it's sort of like a roulette wheel, essentially, of Tech 1. I can't pass up growth hormones. It's a damage and movement speed upgrade. There's Polyphemus, Gimpy. Gimpy turns into Cricket's body, which I wouldn't necessarily hate, because it is a tiers upgrade, and obviously we have the splash. We have the AOE splash damage, so it's not a terrible pick here. But yeah, I would have loved to have gotten. Tech 1 is just so good, man. It really is one of my perennial favorite items in the game. But yeah, I would love to see like the gamble room. I don't know what you would call it. Maybe a chaos room. Maybe like the judgment room, where it would cost you an HP container. Like, I'm not talking about a curse room where you take damage. I'm saying it would literally consume 1, 2, maybe even 3 of your HP containers for some type of quality of item that's either going to be an angel deal or devil deal item. We really need a bomb here. Yep. That is the classic bait and switch there by the game. I would have loved to gotten more options. Having 2 boss items for this entire run, especially with spin down, would be crucial. I am actually going to go in this curse room. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it, but I want to see if we can get a guppy item or something. We get a bomb out of these. Oh. I mean, technically, I guess we got a bomb, but we got a world card, which is fine. We're gonna lose this bone heart, but yeah, at least we got half of that soul heart back. We used to walk over those spikes. So yeah, I think that would be a very fun special room. Something to the effect of a more hardcore version of curse rooms. And if you want to go a step further, you want to think about like how many. It would be great to have a second chance at like a devil deal or an angel deal on any given run or any given floor if you happen to miss it. I think having that opportunity, it allows you to have a little bit of a soft catch-up mechanic, because maybe you've got a lot of red hearts, but like you took bad damage in one room, and then or if you take red heart damage in the boss room, you've essentially destroyed your chance of getting an angel deal or devil deal item. A type of room like that will give you the opportunity to make that back, right? So it's not so devastating to an otherwise very good run that could have gotten a lot better by just either poor play or just bad luck or something like that. So that would be very cool in my opinion. I think another very cool idea would be borrowing from greed mode, and it would be like a wave. It would basically be like a wave horde room, okay? And you have an ever increasing level of danger when it comes to how many enemies the game spawns at you, and you basically, the more waves you clear, the better your item is that you get out of it. Think of it like almost like boss rush, except not bosses. This is going to be more along the lines of something like just a horde mode. Every wave spawns increasingly more and more mobs that you have to go through. Every wave kind of like will eventually get to the point where like you got to go. But the longer that you stick it out for, the better your rewards are going to be. I think something like that would be very cool. And if I were in charge of designing it, I wouldn't put a limit on it. I would say let them go all the way up to like 99, but get to the point where it's like, okay, the game has to remove you at some point, and having it to where like it spawns almost like unkillable enemies to a certain degree would be very funny. Or maybe like after a certain wavelength, like you turn into the Lost or something. Fantastic devil deal here, by the way. Never in doubt. We don't have any bombs, so I cannot get into the bedroom, and I can't get into the secret room. We have no keys, so we can't go into the dice room. Okay, there's our bombs. And there's our keys, okay. So Mom's Pearls turns into Crackjacks. Or Bomber Boy if we get a second charge here, but I don't really want to waste a charge. I mean, this gives us range and luck plus a soul heart, and that's fine. We get more Yaves here too. So this now allows us to go into the bedroom. The only thing that's crappy about this is that we don't have... We're still on red heart HP, so we're not going to be able to get 3 soul hearts out of this, but maybe it's a clean bedroom and we'll be able to get a crawl space. And it is. Crown of the Vampire is good. It gives us damage. And a way to heal ourselves for red hearts anyway, so... But more importantly is damage. That's going to go great because we still need to get more raw damage here. Our tears rate is not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I'm going to open up this golden chest as well. We'll get Fate. I should have probably I didn't even notice, like... I got too distracted being happy about getting Fate, then... I don't know what Fate turns into if you spin Dizzle it, but... Now we have plenty of keys to open up the dice room. And it's a full reroll, which I'm not going to do. Oh, we got more bombs, so... yeah, that was just one little thread that we pulled on, and it's like now we're flush with materials. We got our not materials. I've been thinking about Minecraft too much. We're flush with consumables now with bombs and keys. Was there anything in the shop that we needed or wanted? I mean, meat would be again, it's the weakest of the damage upgrades for us, but it is a damage upgrade and also an HP upgrade, so we don't need shot speed for sure, especially with Cricket's body because it's clown physics. Then I know that the super secret room's here, so we might as well get 2 for 1 here. And hey, look at that. We're starting off with another full charge. I need a refresher on what was in our item room as well. I know it wasn't good. I mean, yeah, we can turn it into Obsessed Fan, so sure, I guess. Doesn't really do anything for us, really, but if we needed Beelzebub, I mean, Beelzebub, even though we have flying, Beelzebub is still okay because it gives us the charmed, it gives us like a charm for the flies and stuff, and who knows if that's going to be helpful or not. And Curse the Blind. Alright. Well, we were definitely due for one, but getting Curse the Blind with spin down die is... I mean, it pretty much kills the item. Because we don't know what we don't know what we're spinning down, and we also don't know what we're picking up, so... Reverse Devil Cards is going to kill Mom basically instantly, which is fine. That will help us at least catch up in terms of boss rush, but yeah. I mean, at least we can see how much HP we've got now. There's that. Use Multidimensional Baby here just to help out with the damage a little bit. Easiest way to utilize Multidimensional Baby is just standing still, and he'll stay basically on top of you, and you can just get the double shots, which is very nice with Cricket's body. But as you can see here, our raw damage is not great. It's okay, but 6.67 is... I'd like to get that doubled. At this point, like, it's all arbitrary, right? So, like, there's no real guidelines on where your damage should be, but in an arbitrary sense, usually by floor 4, you want to be around... I'd say a good spot would definitely be, like, closer to 7, 8 damage. Preferably, like, 10 damage, then you're in a real good spot. 6.67 is not terrible. It's just that our DPS is not great because our tears rate is average for now. I don't care. I honestly don't care about getting the greed fight because it gives us more money. We could have gotten Steam Sale. On top of that, it's Curse the Blind, so it doesn't, you know, I'm not going to take anything. A Devil Deals, on the other hand, depending on if it's a 2-heart Devil Deal or not, will determine whether or not I take it blind. Most likely, we're not going to get a Devil Deal anyway, so I'm not even worried about it, especially with us missing an 85% yesterday. TJ's is going to give us another huge amount of HP here, and we'll just head on down. Yep. All right, Spit. This is when we need to start getting some gains here. We're totally fine on HP. Obviously, we have almost too much HP to even consider right now as a problem. We need to start turning this into stats somehow, and that's what Binge Eater is so good at doing. Even though a lot of people say it's a boring item, blah blah blah. Look, it's a good item. This is Mom's knife all over again. Piercing shot's excellent. Libra is also very good, but I am going to take the movement speed here with piercing And let's see what's inside the planetarium. It's going to be Terra, which is also a very good item. And a massive amount of damage, too. And on top of that, we can do stuff like this, where if we are trying to make boss rush like we are, we don't have to worry about clearing rooms. Wow. Ain't that cool? Ain't that neat? I don't trust the location of that that lock there to that eternal chests. I am going to take the damage upgrade from the stapler here too, and spin down really starting to kick in down to high gear. This is exactly what we needed and wanted. Even though spin down didn't even give us Terra or give us Sagittarius. Like, oh wow, 2 full charges. Okay, so we really got to book it here, but I want to go to the store first. This is where getting that reverse devil card is going to be pretty instrumental in helping us get through the mom fight as fast as possible. Okay, what exactly is hitting us here? I didn't see what hit us right in this spot, unless one of the hosts shot us or something. 9-volt. I mean, I really want the Tears upgrade. Spectral piercing is just so strong. We're going to end up losing out on boss rush here, and that's kind of expected. HP upgrade, which I will take. And we'll get an HP upgrade, which we'll take. I do think it's worth it for us to go get a Tears upgrade and also get Spectral Tears with piercing. Secret room should be here. I think, technically speaking, multi-dimensional baby is piercing and or not piercing, but spectral. But I want the real thing though. So even though I like the 9-volt, of course, but it's not. I'm looking at a broader picture here. Yeah. I mean, tarot cloth is kind of whatever. I will take jumper cables, which is very valuable for an item that's based on your full charges, like spin down die. The jar. Bible turns into another Tears upgrade, which we do definitely need. I'm just going to clear this room now because I'm tired of flying through this room and being shot at. Okay. Let's go get wire coat hanger here from the shop. I don't know why I didn't take that money in there. Okay, we got another Tears upgrade. That's good. Remember, our Tears cap has been moved thanks to us having a Cricket's body. I'll take PH Dizzle as well. The luck upgrade. That's probably going to be all she wrote here. To me, or was that devil card moving on its own? Are we in a phasmophobia situation here? Now we have plenty of keys to probably get knocked in these locks here, and that's fine. In fact, I'm just going to do it because I know it's going to happen. Wow. We don't even have Mom's key. This Eternal chest is going off. Okay, so we're not done yet. Now we gained a whole lot of money in there. And the reason why I'm going so hard with this shop is because we don't know if we're going to get another shop here after this one. And there went Birthright, so sure would have been nice to have Birthright and Spin Down die. But we gained some massive gains here. This needed to be a solid floor, and we got a real solid floor. Marrow, and oh my gosh, we just got the Gupster. Could get Binge Eater, but I'm not gonna do that. Mark. 9 lives. And, wait, no, we don't have a guppy. Why did I think we... Oh. Was I thinking... Oh, yeah, that was yesterday's run that we had Guppy's Paw. That's right. Never mind. Well, it's 2 for 3 for Guppy. Hopefully we end up getting a spin down target for Guppy, but either way, 9 lives and Guppy's good. Curse the Maze. So we don't really want to be skipping too many rooms right now. If we can help it, which I mean it's not a big deal if we do, but yeah, there's Guppy. So there we go, and now we can turn this into lump of coal, which is good value. Get that half heart back because of the bone heart, and now we're. Did it shoot? Did it shoot? I guess it shot a shot. All right, Badian. I will take school bag here. Ace of Diamonds is kind of whatever. I mean, this is the last floor we're ever going to need money on, so it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of whatever. And now we can start kind of skipping a little bit here. Oh, there's a horse pill. Hematemesis. Okay, well. That was that. Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of spin down opportunity here. I need to go back into the item room and see what that is. We get relax. And I guess if you want to say if there's one downside to Spin Dizzle is just that it does kind of force you to do full clears, but we can get another 9 lives. I'd love to get Lord of the Pit just for the movement speed upgrade. Obviously, we don't need the flying. But Lord of the Pit, I mean, it is a solid movement speed upgrade. And we know that we can get it. Now, there is some validity in the strategy. Curse of Maze, you're going to need to calm down. In the strategy of doing an entire full clear to see if we're going to get any more item pedestals before we burn these full charges for Lord of the Pit. Dude, Curse the Maze. Okay. Normally I would skip this room, but done. Done. I think it's done. Okay. All right, this one more time. Gonna go back here. Get the shovel. We can use the shovel to make a crawl space. Oh yeah, we have school bag though. We could turn the Telepathy for Dummies into SMB Superfan. Maybe. At the very least, we can get Pyro out of it. Now, I know I can put the shovel down for Telepathy of Dummies and then still get Lord of the Pit. I really wanted to do that. So, Telepathy for Dummies would turn into... Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to get SMB Superfan unless we somehow got out of there with a full charge. SMB Superfan would be good. I'm still going to put down the shovel, though. And then I'm just going to spin down into Lord of the Pit, because I do want that movement speed upgrade. We can also touch the nail before we end up spin dizzling it, just so we can get the Leviathan transformation going. Not that we really need it, but it is a source of HP. Even though we're not really progressing too fast through these floors here, we're making big time plays, and that's really what the spin down die is all about. I'm gonna put down the nail real quick. We get Leviathan. I didn't actually mean for it to turn Leviathan, but I thought we were so one off. Gonna use Spin Dizzle. Get Lord of the Pit, which is gonna give us even more movement speed, which is great. Obviously the flying is redundant, but now we're in a solid stat position here. So really all I want now is just more tiers. and more damage. Everything else is sorted. We got movement speed sorted. We got guppies sorted. Everything's looking great. Except for our navigational ability, which I don't know how Mom Fight isn't over here, but with Terra though, we can very easily blast through the rest of these floors. No problem. And remember, it's okay for us to skip rooms here because of the fact that we have the jumper cables, which is going to be feeding charges into spin down die. I do want more damage here. And we get D-Bizzle and Death's List, which maybe we can take both here. Nothing super special, but hey, we got D-Bizzle. Okay. So this is a Tears upgrade and shot speed upgrade, which I'm just going to go ahead and take. We're not going to waste the screw here. Okay. Now, if I really, really, really wanted to push this, we could... Oh, wow. We could use it to where we have, like, basically infinite tries with Death's List. But I think it's unnecessary at this point. But if you really, really, really wanted to get into it, what we could do is we could use Terra to essentially reset the rooms and then try again. If we end up missing the mark with Death's List. That makes you larger is kind of whatever. Actually, it's not kind of whatever. It's something I don't want. Like this room here, it's like, oh no, we missed Death's List. We go out, come back in, and then we can try again. But obviously, with us being Guppy, it's going to be very difficult to maintain Death's List in like multiple target rooms. This one's easy. Get keys out of there, which is kind of nothing. I just like the sound effect of Terra too. It's kind of satisfying in a weird way. Okay, Cat of Nine Tails again. It's just a damage upgrade, which is what I want. We could get Dogma. Dogma. I mean, we can take Dogma. It's damage, so might as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally fine with that. Curse of Lost, and now this is what Terra was really made for. Because we got that Sinvicta navigation, y'all, and we don't want to be going in the wrong direction. We just can't afford it. Who's got that kind of time? Not me. Now, is it wise to skip every single room? I don't know if necessarily wise or dumb. But if we have 9 lives and we have the stats to really just destroy the room anyway, like, it's not really a big deal to skip them. As you see here, we have managed to go every single wrong way, except the right one. And now that requires some talent. With Curse of Lost here, we can't see where we're going, obviously. So for us to have gone in every single wrong direction, except for the right one, while not being able to see where we're going is pretty... I mean, that's very bog standard Sinvicta luck there, but that's, yeah, that's classic Sinvicta navigation. I tell you what. Now, Brain, remember, we've got the negative, so that means we don't go up. Rotten Baby, and yep. Yeah. I see a reason to do Hush, but I see more reason not to. Another Curse of the Lost. But again, thankfully, with us having the ability to skip rooms here, we can skip rooms. Bizzle. Hoping that's gonna be an Emperor card, but it wasn't. Okay. We don't really have an Emperor card. We have a kind of like a soft Emperor card here. We can just go through these rooms and just kind of do whatever. Unless, of course, Curse of the Lost hits, then we just can't really see where we're going. Now, this is interesting here with a Judgment and a reroll machine. I'm not gonna play the Demon Judgment, obviously, because there's just no reason to. But between this and Spin Down Die, I'm a little excited. DD Bizzle. Get the compass. It's very useful. It's very, very good. Fortunately, we can't see the map, so hedging my bets and saying that we're not going to get another Curse of the Lost, right? Right. 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 We did get a movement speed out of that, which is nice. I wasn't even trying at this point. The luck upgrade from Death's List. A very interesting set of pills here. Speed up, we're already capped. Luck up, doesn't have a cap. Speed up, already capped. Things wrong, I can see forever, and drowsy. Here's Stanley. All right. Might as well use homing while we got it. Not that we really need it, of course, but it's nice to have. Gives us a nice little range upgrade. Lump of coal, of course, the higher the range, basically the higher the range, the more damage you get out of it. But obviously the benefits are negligible compared to Guppy. But we are cruising through this run. Nothing too crazy. You get another Curse of the Maze, but again, it's kind of whatever at this point. We get Brimstone. Abba Dabba Ding Dong. I do want Brimstone. I'm going to take Brimstone. Spear of the Night. We don't really need. Crown of Light would be amazing. I'm going to take Abba Dabba Ding Dong. And then I'm going to roll for the Crown of Light. The Deep Pockets. Probably should have looked at the map here, but we also need to just go for full charges here. So now, fortunately, we cannot skip the rooms with Terra inside of the dark chest. So we get our full charge. Just wanted to see what was over here. And take Crown of Light. This is gonna not kill us because it gives us 2 soul hearts. Now our damage is looking rocking here. Perks, I mean, sure. Perks gives us the wafer effect for 1 room. We will undoubtedly use against Lamb here. There we go. Another nice little soul heart to close it out here. Yeah, we can do a quick victory lap. Come on now, it's Saturday. Second seed is going to be 7 Hotel Tango Romeo November Delta Delta Bravo. Yeah, we can blast through a victory lap here. Had to check on Papa Victor to make sure he's okay. And he's still doing good. Ooh. C-section Brimstone with Guppy. Yeah. Yeah, now we're talking about serious Jason Ader dunk vibes here. This dunk rating is going to go up pretty quickly here, I think. I will take Blanket just because it gives us Holy Mantle for the boss room, and of course it gives us a Soul Heart upon acquisition. But what I really, really, really want is going to be C-Section Brimstone here, along with Crown of Light. So how C-Section Brimstone works is basically we let loose the Brimstone shot, and then babies will be shot afterwards. And that is not a sentence that you need to be probably ever really saying ever. But that's Isaac, baby. I will take a Tears upgrade, even though the shot speed is not going to matter for Brimstone. Neither really is the Tears rate all that much, but yeah. I mean, firing C-Section after Brimstone is just the icing on the cake. And because we are going to have, technically speaking, full HP for as long as we have Soul Hearts as HP, yeah, we're always going to be dealing a ton of damage. Where's the secret room? Oh, it's right where I was shooting. Ooh, now we got to get our boy Jello. If we can somehow get the 4.5 volt here, then we are in business. Another Crown of Light. I'm not going to take Arky. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen today. But we are due for an Omega run soon. Knockout Drops is going to give us a good amount of extra damage here. As you can see, we're just blasting through everything now. I would not mind getting Incubus here, nor actually would I mind taking Death's Touch. Now, this is going to kill us, but it's not that big of a deal. Especially since we can just get Blue Cap here. And we are way over the Tears cap, so that's the reason why our Tears cap... Our Tears did not matter. With Blue Cap, it didn't increase because we were at the Tears cap, which has already been raised once by Cricket's Body. There's only a select few items that can actually raise the Tears cap even further. And we don't have those. That's okay. Well, sometimes you just don't have the Tears cap, you know? A little bit of extra money here. Also, now I just realized that Obsessed Fan is doing that weird glitchy thing. You do see how it's kind of just going crazy. But what's strange is that Multi-Dimensional Baby isn't doing it, because usually after you start the victory lap, that item also kind of freaks out. Look, bro, you are severely delaying here. We get C-Dizzle. C-Dizzle with D-Bizzle equals the tag Tizzle of the world. They're the tag team champs of the world. What's this pill? I don't know. It gulps. Every time I see Dogma over there, for some reason I see Navi. Like, Navi is like waiting for me to bomb a wall over there or something. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Tech 1. Tech 1 with C-Section and Brimstone. Brother, sister, you gotta sign me up. We could just take Void, but we have Spin Down die anyway, and like, yes, technically speaking, like, Spin Down would get voided. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't have a good excuse for not taking Void, but that's my excuse. I know it's not a good one, but hey, neither am I. Not a good one. Get a Soul Heart there. That's that. Speaking of the opposite of not a good one, D-Bizzle doing a pretty good job today. We just need one more room clear here, game. We need one more room clear. I mean, I guess technically I can go get the Death Battery, but we can also get the full charge in here. Okay. So we're going to be able to get Tech 1. Now, why is Tech 1 so important here? Tech 1 is extremely valuable, mainly because of C-section. And you'll see why in the next room whenever we do get enemies. So watch this. Okay, well, watch this. Saw that? Yeah, that's right. The C-section babies now also fire Tech 1 shots. Now, I don't know what the range is on them because I thought that they'd be firing a lot faster than that. But, yeah, they basically fire independently from what Isaac does. Tech 1 shots, and it's very, very good. I don't know if car battery stacks or not, but I guess we're going to find out. Or not car battery, jumper cables. The boss is going to be up here, isn't it? I know the cough is back. I wish I could get rid of it. I really do. Definitely my least favorite thing. The PhD, so let's go check these out. Pheromones. 4-hour energy, which is pretty good. We'll take a soul heart here. Haven't even used our boy Jello. Bill is very upset about it. I am going to take a synth oil, which is going to be another nice amount of damage upgrades here. And we don't really need any of these. What is our conjoined transformation at? This would give us conjoined, which is actually fine with me in C-section and Brimstone, especially now with Tech 1 as well. So, yeah, I'm down with that. That's fine. I think that the extra shots here are actually more beneficial than not. That is going to, unfortunately, take away our holy card, but not that big of a deal. We're just going to kind of blast through everything. Wow. 120 bolt. When was the last time we saw you? Now, again, this is another classic farming opportunity here if we really, really wanted to show you. Essentially, what we could do is we could back out, like, that room that had all the egglets in it. We could, in theory, we could take all those charges that we would gain thanks to the jumper cables and essentially have unlimited rerolls with spin down die and stuff. If we really wanted to. If we needed to. But do we need to? No. So remember, jumper cables is going to give us a charge every single time we kill 15 enemies. Now again, I don't know if it stacks or not. That gives us Pluto. I can't see what this turns into. Okay. Voodoo Head. I don't know if is this a full charge or not. Well, I guess we won't find out. The Pluto. The next one's Neptunus, and then after that's Uranus. I'll take Pluto just because it is a tiers upgrade, although it's not going to matter because we're at the cap. So, but yeah, if we really, really wanted to go all the way there with charges, we could have just backed out of the room, killed a bunch of stuff, turned around, and then done it again. And again and again, and again and again and again. First stars card. Which is, at this point, I don't know what's going to remove. Remove the blanket. Yeah, none of these are super great. I will take Infamy. And Mystery Sack. And there's nothing wrong with Mystery Sack. They just don't turn into anything interesting with Spin Down, unfortunately. Some Victor Robes here. which is going to be a nice damage upgrade. Not that we need more damage, but I'm still going to take it. Just kind of blasting through things now. We saw Junior. Doesn't really turn into anything interesting here. We could just do boss rush, and honestly, I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm tired of seeing the walnut. Get out of here. The reason why all those chests have been the walnuts just because they will not replace the trinket until after you pick it up. Until you switch something out for something else. Or something else for the trinket drops. I mean, we're going to absolutely embarrass boss rush here. Does double C-section do anything? I think it gives you 20/20, doesn't it? Oh, no, no! I wanted to go get Nun's Habit. Wow, this is nuts. I will take Cricket's head here. Deadeye would give us more damage technically, but Cricket's head is just automatically raw. And yeah, you can see the double shots here we're getting out of double C-section. And everything is just going to get mauled by the C-section babies here. I don't know what's going on up there, and at this point I don't care, because when we talk about like insta-death, it's like this is insta-death here. Why am I not using Jello? Yep. I mean, I don't even have to fire anymore. Our boy Jello. Lots of HP in there. There we go. D-Bizzle gonna hopefully give us some stuff, but doesn't look like it. We are absolutely cruising through this run, which you knew was gonna happen. We get a red portal here, which is nice. Just go straight to the boss. I think the game has had enough today. Nice solid way to end a somewhat tumultuous week. I'd say tumultuous based on, well, Thursday, but it's been a hell of a ride this week here. I am gonna go fight Old Hushy just because I want to show you all the power of Jello C-section Brimstone. Look at that. We get a portal into Old Hushies. I will take Mongo Baby. He's a bro. We'll take a damage upgrade. Squeezy. Yeah, we'll take Squeezy. For the Soul Hearts. Go check out the other item room here. I don't think Kidney Stone is going to really matter, but I'm going to take it anyway. Oh, man. BFF. All right, so let's show what Jello can do here. I'm not going to be firing. This is all going to be Jello. That literally didn't fire. That was just one Jello. Now imagine a whole bunch of Jellos in there. We didn't get a red portal, unfortunately. So we gotta go. Of course, in order for us to go southeast, we must go west. That was just one shot with Jello and me firing. That was oh my gosh. Our damage is now getting to the point where I would say it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. I do want Ghost Pepper. Oh my god. Yeah, see, this is a situation where we straight up don't have to worry about anything at this point. Not that we ever had to worry about anything on this run in general, but man, this is one-shot craziness opportunities here. So what a run. What a run. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Let's call Saturday's Smash That Like Button Day. Saturday. Look, there's something there. I don't want to say Smash Saturdays because people could take that the wrong way. The like button smasher days. No, I probably shouldn't say that one either. Either way, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great start to your weekend, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to pages of mine like Seven Fangs, some Poodoo, and Space Boy. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.